What's going on, everybody? Today we will be pulling out my Enermax fans and replacing them with something way nicer. So I've had these Enermax fans in there for about a month or two, and I've had nothing but issues. I've had 3 of them fail on me. They're just not performing how a good case fan should. And so today we are pulling them out, and you guys get to see the unboxing of my new replacement fans, the installation of them, how they're set up, and how well they perform. So what fans am I putting in there, you ask? Well, today we have some RGB goodness from Lian-Li. These are the new Bora Lites. These do not have the controller like the original Boras do, nor do they have the outside ring LEDs, so these are a little bit different, but I expect the quality to be just as good. So let's pop this case open, this box, and let's take a look and see what we're working with. Here we have the box for the Lian-Li fans. You just pull that tab out of the front. This pops up. These pull out. That flops up. The first thing we see are some installation instructions. So they seem to be pretty clear, pretty well printed. Shows where everything goes, how everything works, voltages, compatibility, etc. So good on you for that. First thing I see is this bag of hardware and accoutrement. So let's see what we got here. We have a bunch of case mount fan screws. None to mount it to a radiator, so these are all just the regular stubby ones to mount it to the case. So that kind of sucks, no long screws for a radiator, but your radiator should come with that anyways. Let's see what this is. So this is a RGB splitter. So here we have 3 male ends and 1 female end. The male ends are all capped, which I think is cool to make sure none of the pins get dirty or damaged. So it comes with a 3-way RGB splitter, so nice. And over here, what is this guy? So this, as you can see, maybe, as you can see, focus. A little more focus. Alright, well, sorry for the focus issues, but this is a 6-way PWM fan splitter on some kind of plastic board. I don't know, I think it's really cool. You have the input down here, and then fans 1 through 6 across here. It shows you the ground, the power, you know, where each wire is supposed to go to. And it has an adhesive backing, so you just pull this off and you can stick it somewhere. So that is pretty badass. Good on you for that, Lian-Li. Here's the female to female PWM header adapter. So this would go from the motherboard into that splitter to give your splitter the signal from your motherboard. So that's nice. These at first kind of looked like regular adhesive strips, but these are actually the anti-vibration dampeners that go on the corners of your fans. So I guess we're doing a kind of DIY thing here, which is dumb. I don't like that, but I will put in a little bit of work to make sure that these fans act and perform how they're supposed to. So, wow, that's wild. Okay, as soon as I pulled the bubble wrap off of this, I could immediately tell these fans are serious business. They have, I want to say it's aluminum. It's a metal frame. It is incredibly sturdy. They have their logo embossed here on the side, again with the focus problems. I assure you it's there. It's pretty subtle. It just says Lian-Li, it's embossed, so it's sticking out. I got the black ones to match the case and everything else, but the inside, that beveled area, is machined. That is bare metal, and that looks really cool. These just look like really promising high-end fans. Again, the outsides don't have the RGB like the Bora fans do, like the regular, you know, the old Bora fans did. Supposedly there's just the LEDs on the inside hub to illuminate light outwards. So that seems like it'll be subtle enough to me and still look good. because I know the original Bora fans with the LEDs on the outside, like holy crap, you can use that thing for a spotlight. They are so overkill with RGB. So hopefully just this little ring on the inside will look nice enough. So let's talk about these cables right here. We got a lot of stuff poking out the side of this fan here. So this single cable coming off is just a standard PWM connection to either plug into your motherboard or plug into that included splitter. Over here, there are two RGB connectors. Two, you ask, why? Well, these are daisy chainable. So you can use this male end to plug into another fan's female end and just daisy chain them that way. So you don't need a splitter, you don't need anything like that, because I will probably be using, I ordered 6 of these just to see how it goes with my current setup. But if these are promising fans, I'm probably gonna be using like 12 to 15 of these bad boys. So I want to make sure that everything gets enough power. So I did order splitters from XSPC that are SATA powered, because I don't wanna be trying to pull a little bit of power from my motherboard header and have all of these trying to use that power. So originally, when I first started filming, I didn't realize the sound was off, so I started tearing into this. Okay, well I did order the black one, but they sent me a white one. So that's strike one for Amazon, I guess. That's disappointing, but no matter, it'll be tucked in the back, so that's fine. Oh, Amazon. Okay, so first thing I see here is an instruction manual. And this is the 50/50 splitter. This is for the RGB. I did get the 12 volt model because my ASUS board does 12 volt. So very thorough instructions and pictures from XSPC. So this looks pretty decent quality. I don't think I'm gonna have anything to cry about here. Double-sided adhesive strip to mount this on the back of the case if you so choose. Mine's probably just gonna be sitting in the basement. Some kind of adhesive like foot pads, I think, to keep it from scraping. So I'm not sure. This is enclosed. Wow, it's in a plastic bag and it's covered in plastic. And also, I would like to mention how small this this actual controller is. They did a really good job making this small form factor and not taking up a whole bunch of case real estate when it doesn't need to be. So thank you for that, XSPC. This packaging is, why is this like vacuum sealed? Like, good lord, this is, the packaging is like almost adhesive. Oh god, okay, they really make you work for it. So there's the SATA input side. You have 4 on this side, 4 connectors on this side, and then this is the input. So pretty basic, SATA power. Just make sure that everything is getting the 12 volts it's supposed to. When you have this many RGB components plugging into something, there's bound to be voltage drop from all the amperage being pulled from everything. So you just want to make sure everything is bright and looking how it's supposed to. So yeah, that's why I got this little splitter here. I actually have another one coming in for fans because, again, like I said, I'm going to be using a bunch of fans. So I want to make sure everything's getting the right voltage. And here we have, what is this? This looks like a female to female adapter. So I wonder if this goes from the motherboard into the controller. That would be super nifty. Yeah, actually, okay, so this is the motherboard side. And then this has a kind of semi-proprietary connector that just plugs into there. And that's a really firm connection that fits in there really tight. It feels really good. And this is a wrapped cable. And yeah, so that just goes into the motherboard. I have pretty high hopes for this. So without further ado, let's get into the install. Okay, so now that we've got the fans in, we could really have a proper look at them. I have to say, for $40 for a 3-pack of the 120mm fans, I am absolutely blown away with the quality. The PWM and RGB headers were super easy to use with the splitters. XSPC made it even easier with the RGB hub. The fans look incredible, just the right amount of RGB, eliminating that outside ring from the original Bora design. Really toned it down just enough to keep it classy without being obnoxious. They are still plenty bright, so we're not really losing out on anything there. These fans overall, compared to my Enermax fans that I just removed, dropped CPU and GPU temps roughly about 5 degrees Celsius overall. These fans are not loud until they ramp up probably about past 60%, but that is not typically needed due to the amount of air that these things move. With the metal frame, the really nice RGB LEDs inside the hub, and the two 4-pin connectors that come with each fan make them super nice. I have to say this is probably the best bang for your buck fan out on the market today, and I will definitely continue to order more in the future.